Hey everybody, Adam Savage here in my cave with a cool one-day build that's been sitting on the sidelines for years. This is a full-color print of a container, of I think, a 40-foot truck container. The kind you see on trucks traveling back and forth, the kind you see being turned into housing, the kind you see on container ships traveling around the world. One of the most important advances ever made in the history of shipping is the humble container. And a few years ago, I think on Boing Boing, I think this came via Mark Frauenfelder, somebody released a kit of this. So this is 5 stickers, and you build a wooden box and attach these stickers to the box, and it looks like a truck container. And I thought, that sounds like a cool bench to have in my shop. And so I'm going to build it right now. First things first is to figure out exactly how big my box needs to be. So that's going to use some of that ACX plywood over there in the end of my shop and the table saw. Here we go. Height. That looks like 15 3/4. Put these weights on it. And then measure it. And so I think I can drop each of these measurements by a small amount. But right now, the measurement I want is that one from the fence all the way to there. Great. Side, wait. Oh, criminy. Are the sides and the top the same? The sides and the top are exactly the same. Okay, good. So it's 15-inch high. It's 15 3/4 wide. That should make these precisely square. And it is, but I am going to pull a little bit of that measurement out. So now the question is, how long? How long is it? And the answer is 48 3/4. 48 3/4 long. Ah! Yeah, that works. You see, the only pieces of wood I have here in the shop are 48 inches long. So 48 3/4, as you can well imagine, is a difficult measurement to make. I have this thing. 14 3/4 is an interesting measurement because if I'm going to use 3/4-inch ply, which I've got there, then I'm going to have to literally cut a piece down from 48 inches to 47 1/4 inches to put a 3/4-inch cap on either end. And then I thought, I don't like killing a certain amount of space. I just don't. So what if I made it exactly 48 inches wide and then added a 3/4 cap and I had it open on one end? Then it's some extra storage. I'm always interested in extra storage. So I think that's what we're going to do. All right. Time to assemble 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pieces of wood. Well, first, it's time to cut those pieces of wood. Then it's time to assemble them. You don't live here. You live. Oh, you live up there. Come on. This is why we can't have nice things. See? Jesus, come on, man. Now I'm left with this thing. Oh, ACX ply. Now it's time for the assembly. Assembly! If I seem to be coughing a lot, it's because, we got big fires in the Bay Area this week and it's pretty brutal. So we got, that's the end. Here's the bottom, top. So, guess what I'm going to do? If my measurements are correct, every movie in which someone says that, they're about to be found out. Oh, yeah, I nailed it. Whew. Nice. Okay. So we'll assemble it like this. Thanks to Irwin Tools for a beautiful set of their giant wood clamps. They were a welcome addition to my shop. I want to be super flush with this build because the sticker will show my crimes of not being perfectly level. Beautiful, beautiful. Yeah. Yeah, I know. I didn't count for the last little bit this is out here. I remember. I didn't remember until just now, but now I know. Oh, I'm an idiot. Of course, I put the bottom on the inside. What a silly. Okay. Go. I am also, once I'm done stapling, I'm going to screw this thing together. It needs some mechanical. Staples are good as, like, I use staples kind of like a gluing clamp. And I recognize that that's the kind of woodworking I do. But for real precision, it's better to have a screw. Sorry, not precision. Excuse me. I don't mean precision. I mean structural cohesive. Okay, so. This is great. This is nice and close. I love me some wood glue. Ooh, I got a little spill there. We'll take care of that. Mm-hmm. You are going to stay forever. Let's go here. I'm not being hyper precise about where these casters go. This will still be quite stable when I'm done with it. I'm just measuring it by eye. You know, the biggest way you can tell a modern manufactured suit of armor from a ye olde one is that the ye olde one is going to be super uneven in its distribution of details. Terry English taught me this. He said if you go to the Tower of London and look at the ancient pieces of armor and you see something like a circle with 10 holes in it, you'll notice that they're all done by eye. So Terry famously does not, he measures what he needs to measure, but he also doesn't measure what he doesn't need to measure so that he can have that extra bit of veracity in his builds. I'm also using, these are harder to find drywall screws, or at least they have traditionally been. I'm using 3/4 inch drywall screws. I love having some shorties so that they don't go through the wood. I even make 1/2 inch drywall screws, and there's very few perfect applications for those, but when you find one, you'll be very happy. There. See that? That's a nice bench. Let's sand it up. Yes, with the 80 grit. Yeah. Now you might be wondering why I painted all the corners, and it's for doing one of my favorite activities, which is hiding crimes. What crimes could happen? Well, when I start to put down the paper, if there are any inconsistencies and there's white wood underneath, or the color wood is, it's going to show. So I paint the corners black so that I have some room to adjust, and anything that gets exposed won't give away the game. I am also going to give a clear coat to the whole thing just to seal the wood and give a slightly better surface for the stickers to hold to. Yeah. And then it'll be time to attach the stickers themselves. If you are wondering what I am listening to while I am doing a project like this, well, I'm listening to Billie Eilish right now. I'm totally obsessed. That whole family, her and Phineas, and the songwriting they do, and the amount of hard work that they do, and the songs that they write, I'm enjoying the whole thing. It's awesome. I stand them. But can't play the music. So that's one of the reasons I go to the time lapses, so that I can hear some music while I'm working. It's very soothing. Okay, we're going to put the first sticker on. It's going to be this end sticker. And we're just going to take note of how it goes. It looks like I'm about 1/8 of an inch over on all 4 sides, which is great. It's exactly where I wanted to be. I'm going to break out a... Do I even have a brayer anymore? I think my brayer shot the bed. I'm sorry. I know that's not how I should phrase that. I think my brayer gave up the ghost. All right. So this is complex. How to lay out a piece of sticker paper that wants to roll out. And I have some institutional knowledge about this. It's been a long time since I've done a transfer like this. So I'm just going to kind of move towards it and see. I have one to screw up. I have 2 ends, and I'm only using one. So I can kind of, like, I want to peel this back from the paper. I know some of you guys do this every week, or every day, and you're like, no, you got to do the blah, blah, blah. I forget. But okay, so I think this is what we're going to do. We're going to expose an edge. We're going to lay it down. And because it's square and I have a little bit of overshoot, I can, yeah, that's not bad. That's not bad. Okay, so leading edge is down. Yeah, this is how this has to go. You gotta just, yep. Mm-hmm. Oh, this thing is going to be super cool. I'm just now starting to engage with what an awesome object this is. Come on. Okay, let's get out the squeegee. Yeah. This is a window tinting squeegee. I always have a couple of these on hand because they're great for precisely this. If you try and do this with your hands, you're going to end up with air bubbles and they're going to be a pain in the ass to deal with. But if you do this like this, oh, dude, this is so cool. I remember when I purchased this, I was thinking this is going to be the coolest looking bench. Because from anything more than like a foot away, it's going to read as this miniature container, and everyone around it is going to feel like a giant. Is everything going, or is it? It looks like I'm creeping upwards, but I can't quite tell. I don't want to creep upwards. I might be creeping upwards. That's going to be something I have to monitor very carefully on the big panels. That's why I'm starting with the small one. I know I like to start with the hard thing first, but when you're doing a technique like this, no. You gotta kind of ease into the project. Oh yeah. Oh Jesus! I screwed it up on the very last thing. All right. That's the other thing about stickers is it's all about first impressions. You better get it laid down perfectly the first time, or you're going to have hell to pay. All right, so let's get out a nice sharp X-Acto. Yeah. You know, I came back over here half expecting this to be mounted upside down just because, like, that's just the kind of way that sort of thing happens. I have so little overlap here. I want to eliminate. Well, I don't know. Maybe I can get the other one to lay over that. I don't like the overlap is a chance for peeling. You know what I mean? Okay. It looks so great. Hey, we're going to do the sides. I'm going to do one side. We're going to do a side, and then we're going to do the end. Are all these three sides the exact same pattern? That's hard to tell. And is there an up or a down to these? It's hard to tell. They're all the same piece, and I see an up and a down. Yep, there's up and there's down. Great. I'm going to start at the bottom and go overlap on the top. That's what I'm going to do. And I'm going to use 1, 2, 3 in here just to make sure. Oh, wow, look at how much overlap. Oh my God, it's 48. Yeah, I screwed up. All right, but that's okay. I That gives me, yeah, that gives me room. So I'm going to do that. Oh, yeah, that's going to be nice. Still leaving one open. Right, I'm leaving that edge open. Oh, that's going to be nice. Yeah, okay. I messed up the length measurement. They built this knowing that you would use a 48-inch piece of wood, so it's 49 and a half, twice. Am I right about that? No, it's meant to have a single 3/4-inch cap. It's 48 and 3/4. And I made the cap inside. Oh, did that? Right. All right, so I can make a door. Yep. All right. There's lots of things to consider. This is going to look great. Oh. Okay, so that is, if I level that with that, what does that get me out here? It's literally 20 thou more proud down there. So that's what we're going to do. Same thing we did before. Oh, I'm going to time lapse. I got to listen to some music. Oh, my head's cut off. Come on, why is my head cut off? There we go. Now we can see the object and me. Look at this. It's beautiful. It's gorgeous. It's just as gorgeous as I was hoping it would be when I bought it several years ago. This was fun. It was a quick one, but super satisfying. Yeah. There we go. Yeah, dude. I have a special connection to truck containers because we use them as bunkers for explosions for the entire run of Mythbusters. I've spent many days protected by one of these things. I love that the innovation that they represented to the shipping industry. I appreciate the sea change and disruption they brought about and that they are now bringing about in housing. Yeah. The humble truck container is a magnificent and impressive piece of engineering, and I am proud and excited to have one here in my shop. Yeah, look at that. That thing. That is so pretty. Oh, well, thank you guys. That's a pretty end. There we go. Thank you guys for joining me for this one-day build. I think I had just as much fun as you might have. Thanks for joining me. I will see you guys next time. Till then, I'll be hanging out on my new bench. Adam Savage here in my cave with a thank you to everyone who has joined the tested channel memberships thus far. It truly allows us to keep up this high-level pace of video production, and frankly, it energizes us a lot to talk to you guys. In that vein, I have also loved diving back in to doing the live stream. Specifically, tested member questions have been phenomenal. And other tested family members are going to be doing their own live streams soon. Keep an eye on this space to find out when and where. And we have also heard your feedback, and we've decided to add a new membership tier at $4.99 a month that is comparable to the tested premium membership package we used to have. Members at that level will get all the supporter level perks, and in addition to that, they'll get access to our premium video archive, behind the scenes updates, and members only vids. Of course, tested patrons still get the most access to me and the team. They get build diaries, first dibs in the Q&A, and influence in future builds that you'd like to see us make. So we hope you'll click join and find out more about tested membership levels, and we truly hope you will actually join. Thanks, guys. I'll see you next time.